The only secret that exists is getting out of your own way. Don't betray yourself to get somebody's approval, right? Don't be afraid to want success. The results that come out of discipline.
I said, oh, okay, let me try something. And I decided to do push-ups. Didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to, but I was doing push-ups before I went to sleep and when I woke up.
And why didn't it work out?
Because I didn't quite do it every day before I went to sleep and when I woke up, and then not doing it one day, turned up not doing it the next day, and then procrastinating, and then it's been about a week since I did one, and so things of that nature. However, as I did it for a solid week and a half, and I felt a way that I haven't in a while. Before I started working at Quest, I was in a real deep, dark place that I had never been before. I'm not going to get into the details of it, but it was a dark place I've never been before. Hard. Back to on point, when I started doing the push-ups again, I started feeling in a way that I hadn't felt in years. Just a confidence of myself that I haven't felt since I was playing basketball, since my goal in life and everything I wanted was to be in the NBA. I just am in a better place emotionally than I was before. A lot of people don't believe that because I'm usually around the office smiling, dancing, having a good time, but there's deep stuff going through my head, so that the way I appear on the outside smiling all the time is real, but it's because I consciously make the decision not to worry about all the other crap that might be going on, not to worry about Sally Mae, not to worry about the IRS calling me, not to worry about anything else that might be going on. And so just out of FOMO, fear of missing out, I started a habit. And that habit just sparked smaller things that are going off in my head. I can't really express all of them, but it's just, I feel different. I feel a lot more energetic. I feel more inspired to do something. Might not know what it is, but it's something. So when I figure out what that something is, I might come talk to you some more. Yeah.
What habit did you start?
The push-ups every night before and after, before I went to bed and when I woke up.
You've already given up on that. So follow me on this, right? Because this is what I was saying at the beginning. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So you're adrift at sea. Like, I see you receding into the distance.
Right.
You might be dancing and smiling, but you're receding into the distance. So it isn't a complicated problem. So somehow in your head is a belief that you're going through things other people wouldn't understand, they don't go through whatever, but none of those beliefs serve you. Even if they're true, which they're not, but even if they were, it doesn't serve you to feel overburdened by Sally Mae and the IRS and all of that, right? None of that serves you. So you've got to turn those into actionable chunks. And this is, people let themselves feel overwhelmed as if feeling overwhelmed somehow made the problem go away. Feeling overwhelmed does exactly one thing. It makes the problem worse. That's it. Yeah? So feeling overwhelmed is kicked up by the lizard brain to make sure that you act. It keeps going because you never take action, right? So honestly, what you need to do is break your world into bite-sized pieces that you will enact. Now here's the problem. You lie to yourself. So now you've got a problem of you can't trust yourself. So you've got to put yourself in a situation where you can earn that credibility back with yourself immediately. I say oftentimes that the body is a reflection of the mind. The only reason that doing the push-ups every day is interesting is because that's you saying, I said I would do it, and therefore I am going to do it, come hell or high water. And every day that I don't do it, I know that my mind is not where it needs to be. So start small. Tell yourself, I will do a push-up every night before I go to bed, and I will do a push-up every morning when I wake up. On your knees, fine. Like, it doesn't even have to be like a full-fledged push-up, but you said you were going to do it and you're going to do it. And there's no universe in which you don't do it. There's a universe where you don't get any sleep. There's a universe where the doctor calls up and says, you're on a fucking broken arm. What are you doing? You can't do push-ups. All of those worlds can exist. But the world that can exist is where you told yourself you would do it and then you don't do it. That world, my friend, is out of the question unless you want to continue to drift out to sea. Now, the great news is you have exactly one enemy. That's it. You've betrayed yourself and lost all sense of confidence and belief in yourself. Nobody else. This is not Sally Mae. This is not the IRS. This is about Clarence telling Clarence he's going to do stuff, and then Clarence doesn't do stuff.
Right.
So back it up, because we've got to change behaviors. You need to win. So you need to pick a behavior that you know you will stick with. And then cool, when you feel like 2 push-ups, do 2. When you feel like 5 with your knees up, do 5 with your knees up. But don't say you're going to do 5 when you know you're going to do 4 on your knees. Just say, I'm going to do 4 on my knees and do 4 on your knees. And then you know, when I say it, I do it. And then you will start to get excited to see, I want to push it now. I'm actually interested because you've got the cachet behind you of these wins. But when it's a failure, you teach yourself failure's okay. This advice goes to you. You guys, failure's okay. For you, failure's not okay, right? That's precisely what you have to root out of your life. But it comes to making promises that you're actually prepared to keep, and then knowing, okay, cool, I keep my promises. Once you have that, you'll feel better, it will set you on the right path, and you can start making bigger and bigger.